This is assignment 1, Don't Drop the Mic by TD Jakes. I want to start off this video by saying it was a absolutely magnificent video. I loved it a lot, and I don't know, I got to really learn a lot from it, and I guess it was kind of funny because I didn't expect him to get up singing and dancing at the end of the video. That was a nice surprise. Okay, some of the messages and connections that I got. Well, I'll go in chronological order, and then I'll answer all the questions. But the first one is imitating or mentoring. He said imitating or imitation isn't always a bad thing, but you should be learning from the person you're imitating. And with that, you eventually learn to become your own person, not completely imitating your mentor. Okay. You must grow and develop over time and become your own person, because you cannot say the same or be the same as anyone else. You must continue to grow because greatness must be grown into, right? He also made, well, that was just my main message for that, but he also made some other connections to that, where he said, gradually you come to the point where the umbilical cord cuts and you have to lay down the third time before recognizing that it is God. Here and throughout the speech, he drew a connection between the umbilical cord, where you're tied from birth, using that to grow, but eventually you have to cut it and grow by yourself, right? 2, the mic, where the passing of leaders in the community are given to the next generation, the children. And 3, the Bible. He was able to portray Samuel as a child who was ignorant to God, but learning, using his mentor to help him, and eventually pull away because he's gotten to a point where Eli can no longer help him. And really, he connected all 3 of those together, so they're really intertwined. They don't have to be separated. But if I had to match a human experience with that, it'd probably be growth or changing and adapting to certain situations to become better or to better yourself. The next overall subject that he said was language. He said that the art of being a great speaker is being a great listener, because listening and speaking are directly correlated to each other. I'll come back to the rest later. I just want to get out the message and the connection. So the next connection he makes is between listening and speaking, and explains how you literally cannot speak without listening. He also makes a correlation between the human experience of listening and the Bible. Yes, that is the connection. That's the main connection that I got from that. And one of the next overall subjects is thinking. The message is, the world is how you perceive it. So never shut down your thoughts, for your thoughts are a powerful weapon. But never let your thoughts become your downfall. Whether that be hating yourself, letting yourself be overcome with arrogance, or even just not thinking all your thoughts all the way through, that extra second could make all the difference. And the best way to do this is through being self-critical. A few of the quotes that he said that really stuck with me are, one of the signs of greatness is being self-critical. That's how I extrapolated the message. Greatness is in the details, not platforms. The more closer you care about details, the closer to greatness you become. Some of the connections that I got were, you must incubate your words in the womb of my mind before I birth them out into the canal of my mouth. He compares the incubated thought to a verbal mistake, where a person says terrible things to his wife and has to apologize, but he says your thoughts should be incubated and the negative thoughts should be aborted. That's beautiful. Okay. He also makes another connection. He starts off with a quote. If I may touch the hem of his garment, I will become whole. He connects what you think versus how it is applied to how you get the results in the real world. So just like, actually I can't give that away, but it's more of what you think will become true, or at least it's setting a standard. So the world begins with thought. The world started with thought, and everything starts as a thought. Everything was created through thoughts. Also, some more connections would be failing is easy. I guess this is more of an analogy, but I think an analogy can be a connection also. But he says failing is easy. If you are climbing a rope, you can let go. Gravity will take you down as far as it can, but the only thing standing between you and failure is your hold on the rope. Really, how much you think you can do it. So you look down, knowing that if you fail, your fate is sealed. It's about how bad you want it. And then he made a connection with that from dropping the mic. So, well, I guess since I'm at the end of the connections, I'd say he connected everything back to dropping the mic. But then he came back and added an impact to it, which made it even better. Okay. The next question is, what did I learn about being an orator, and what do I now see differently? First of all, I know I'm skipping a bit, but definitely the how much results you can get from putting in the work. That's probably what I got the most, because I knew a little bit about the mindsets, but it's really you taking in everything and, like he said, listening with more than just your ears, but listening with your eyes, taking the time to really study everything in the book, because that's really how you get all the details, and the more details you have, the greater you become. So it's really just putting in the effort. That's probably my biggest takeaway. Some other takeaways would probably be, of course, imitating isn't bad, but I need to make sure that I'm always using it and not abusing it. You know, I don't want to be attached to this one thing. I want to, like Mr. Fleming, I want to use him respectfully. I want him to help me, but I want to be my own person eventually also. And those are really my greatest takeaways, or what I learned. And I know, well, of course I said it's in the details. Like, I guess all the important things in the details, but also it'd be, I know I said listening, but again, listening to others, really taking in everything you have and using it, but really hearing it, because you're not going to be able to get anything if you're not paying attention, right? It's again with the details. It's really, I guess, how life works. But the rhythm, I guess more specifically what I learned about being a better orator, or how to be a better orator, is first you need to go back and look at yourself. I never did that, because personally I thought these might be pretty awkward, but I realized I need to be more self-critical. Also, looking at other people, studying their rhyme, delivery, technique, and style. Of course I already do that, but doing it more, it couldn't hurt anything. Those are my biggest takeaways, and really that was my takeaways, how I'm gonna be a better orator, and what do I see differently. Definitely I'll start using what I have. When the internet is so vast, of course I can go and look on some videos of different people speaking, and I fully intend to do that now. Really with this, I'm going to, maybe if I have to, rewatch the videos 2 or 3 times, but I want to break it down like I did the TD Jakes video. I don't want to be forced to do it. I want to do it on my own. And of course I want to, of course, pay attention and really listen to it so I can actually get something from it. That's really it. Really, I have one more thing to say, but again, thank you. This was an absolutely beautiful video. I was not expecting the ending, but it made it so much better. I don't know. Thank you. I'll see you later.